All right, so commas with the word and. Most people think that when you see the word and, you should always put a comma in front of it, but that's not actually true, right? So you actually only put a comma in front of the word and if what comes after it could technically stand on its own as an independent clause, right? So as a sentence, right? So as long as you can cross off everything in front of it and what comes after and can stand on its own as a sentence, you by all means can put a comma in front of the word and, right? So let's look at answer choice A, so the no change. Would be comma and is heated it to a boil an independent clause? It is not, right? So A would be gone. B is the researcher poured the solution in the flask, comma, then she heated it to a boil, and that would be like I see, comma, I see, because if I pull this, right, if I start this, that means it's also going to make it an independent clause, and I can't use separate two independent clauses with a comma. I could use a semicolon, a colon, a dash, or a period, but not a comma, so that's going to be wrong. Answer choice C is going to be kind of wrong for kind of like the same reason as answer choice A, right? Because I have so C would be wrong because C, I would have to have a comma here because then she heated it to a boil would be an independent clause, and if there is an independent clause after, I have to use a comma, but in this instance, it did not have a comma, right? So C can't be right because I would need a comma and it didn't have one, and D is the only correct one, right? Which is flask, no comma, and heated it to a boil, because heated it to a boil, right, we said in answer choice A, heated it to a boil is not an independent clause, so we don't put a comma in front of and it would be answer choice D.